Hello YouTube, this is Dawn from DaretoBeCreative, and I am here back with my video from my items that Craspire sent me to try out for free. They were gracious enough to do that, so thank you Vicky for doing that, and I will have a link to all the products that I'm using today, as well as a discount code for 5 off 40, so it's DaretoBeCreative 5. So the link will be down below. The website will be down below. I mentioned before the different things that they sell on their website. They, like I said, all the different products and pieces, and probably like 1,000 or so different heads that you can use for your seals. The only thing I didn't get was one of the wood spoons, which I forgot to do that. I did get, they have these in all different colors, solids, mixed, all that. I got red. Now, before I mention anything else, I want to say that I am using the tea lights that they gave with it. I use my match to light it, but I am on my self-healing mat, which is warped. So I don't know if you can see this, but unfortunately my mat, see, doesn't lay flat. So it's not laying flat right here either, because I had my heat gun on it. I don't know if you can see it, it's not laying flat. So I want to say that this is not level. So if anything falls over, it's not because this holder is not level, but it's because this mat is unlevel. Now the spoon sits like level right here now, but it doesn't necessarily sit level on a flat surface. It is better probably, I think, to get one of the spoons that have the pour spouts on it. Although I discovered from one of my friends, she mentioned that, she's a lefty, and, the spout's on the right side. So I didn't think about that either. So it'd be nice if you get your spoon with a spout on both sides if you are not right-handed or whatever. But these, I know eventually I've heard people say these heat up. I don't know if that's going to be an issue with this one. But I did light it just to get it started, and I probably started maybe about 30 seconds before I cut the video on, just to give it some time to melt, but I already see it is melting. And I'm just going to pour it right on this mat, and hopefully I don't cause any issues. Just want to see how it looks. I did the unboxing and reveal on the previous video, which I have in the link below too as well, so you can check that out. And when I talk about the two heads I have, one is my initial D, which is also for DaretoBeCreative, and then some heels, some stilettos, because hey, gotta look cute, right? Keep them calves right. I ain't wearing any, boy, especially with this cold, I ain't wearing any heels. I miss them though. I don't have nothing to dress up for like that anymore. But anyway, let's see, it looks like it's melting. So I'm just going to look a couple seals, and I got all solid red, thinking, oh, that's my signature color, but I should have got some mixed colors so I can see the vibrancy of the other colors as well. But this red looks good. I can see that already. I'm liking it. I only put 3 in there, debating if I should have did 4, but I put 3. I know some people said they use a heat gun, but this tea light is working just fine. So it looks all melted, but I'm still giving it a little bit more just to make sure it's hot. And I am going to use, let's start out with the D. And this goes right in. You just screw it in. Screws nicely. And there's a variety of different handles you can use. I just thought this was cute. I mean, it's very pretty. It's rose gold. And this, of course, is the gold. Like I said, oh my gosh, they have 1,000, and I'm not exaggerating, maybe more, of different heads that you can choose, tons of them. So you'll be able to look through different, they have them categories, so you can, it's a ton. So I'm definitely sure you'll find something that you like, because I saw some other ones I wanted to, but I got these, and I'm excited to have gotten these. So I can still hold the spoon, but I can feel it's getting a little heat there, but I can still hold it. But I would say, you probably would want to get one of the decorative ones. But it's manageable to hold. But I imagine if I did this like several back to back, you might want something else probably. Hey, let's just see. And I don't have one of those what do you call it? See now where it's not going to sit. Because it's empty now. Nope, so I'm letting it cool off. Sorry, my bad. And this is warped, okay? So I can see why it's going more to the side because of the way the paper's going. So again, these are not going to be circling around. And of course, it's a trial and error practice with it. But I'm not on an even surface. So keep that in mind. You see the bumps and the warps right here. So that's why more would spilled over this way too. Because I'm definitely going to try both heads out. Let's see how they look. Now they also sell markers up there that you can paint these. And I may try that. So now I can see the red is changing colors a little bit. I see a little bubble still in it. I don't know if it's quite ready. I feel like it's still sticking, so I'm going to wait a few more minutes. But in the interim, I'm going to pick this up and see if I can. So with the weight of it, it sits in there evenly, but I know when it's empty, it does, the spoon kind of falls out. So I think it's the weight of the milk that holds the spoon in there. Because when I was sticking it in there yesterday, just sitting in there, when I was doing the other video, it didn't stay in. But with that, it's sitting very nicely, even on an uneven surface. Alright, so, oh yeah, and look, there's no residue behind. Okay. Now, I don't know if I should have glued it on this surface or not. I mean, I'm breaking it up, trying to get it off the surface, so maybe I shouldn't have glued it up here. But, I'm going to show you this up close. This D, because this is not, oh, you know what? Why did I put it on this mat? Oh, gosh. Sometimes you just don't think. I'm just back from vacation. And I should have glued it up there. I'm going to do it again. Because this is not a self-healing mat. That's my fault. But, look at that. Pulled a piece of my mat. That's my fault again. I don't know why I wasn't thinking. I should have put it on this. But, if I broke it. But I want you to see the detail. Can you see the detail in that? Let me cut some light on. You know what I mean? Without trying to start a fire over here. Get a little bit of light. You can kind of see. I'm going to move this tea light. I hate to move this while it's in the process. Do not do this at home because this is dangerous, somebody, okay? I'm just going to blow it out. It's hot. And it's liquid. Alright. So it's still bumpy. Now that's hot. Let's stick this under here. You'll probably hear my grandson in the background. He came home with me and he is playing a video game virtually. Oh my gosh. With a cousin and they're having a ball. I'm gonna light a new one because I don't want to pick that one up because it's hot. And I don't want anybody to watch me do that and say, well, she did it on her video and then they got burned. No. Some kid may be watching this. I don't want anybody fire. I shouldn't even probably lit this on the camera. But anyway, you're an adult, not an adult, you do not need to mess with fire or any of this. This is for grown folk business. But I do like the impression of the D. Like I said, the detail, it is very detailed. Again, I don't know if you can see that very well. I think you can. You can see that D impressed very well. I like that. So I'm going to do it on a non-stick surface. And again, I like the fact that it didn't leave any residue on my D. And I don't have any projects made at the moment because again, I'm just getting back. But I want to just, I'm going to do a piece on a piece of paper too, as if I was using an envelope. It's melting. Like I said, the weight of the the wax, helps it, the spoon stay stable. But again, like I say, this is not something for a child to go play with because you have fire and candle wax. And even though it may not be the most extreme heat, let me shut this door because this child is really into this video game. I don't know what it is about males. Video games and remote controllers. Not that women don't play them, but just screaming at it. Alrighty. That's looking good. So I think hopefully it's hot enough. I'm just going to pour it out. And it may pick up some of this dirty colored stuff that's on this mat because this mat needs to be cleaned off. Hopefully it won't. See, it doesn't sit with this. And I'm still in the same bump area. I should have did it over here. Maybe I should have done it on paper. But anyway, so I'm going to try the shoe next so we can see how the shoe works as well. I know everybody's got those little molds with the little circles. It's like the size of a quarter or a 50-cent piece or whatever. I think they will be helpful to keep it uniform. But like it's still not ready yet. Like I said, I haven't tried it. This is my first time ever, you know, doing this. But I'm excited to own it. I just love that Victorian. Well, actually, I think it's before Victorian, way before Victorian. But I love the feel of. Gosh, sorry, they're cutting grass. How the kings, you know, sealed their messages. Again, I'm picking it up so quick. Don't use a dirty mat. It did pick up a little piece of the paint from the dirty mat, but look at that detail. You can see that, and that's not the best lighting. But look at that detail. These heads, I mean, these signatures are really, really nice. I love the detail in that. I mean, that is perfect. And again, my mat was even. I mean, it still might not be as circle as I wanted it to be, but it would be a lot better. Because just going to the side, where this bump is at right here. So we'll try this one. It's still bumpy right here where I'm at as well. It's going up and down, so it's not reliable. None of these, this whole thing is warped. Don't ever use your heat gun on your mat. Blowing, not aiming it at your mat. It just, my whole mat is just wave after wave after wave. This is not the only mat I have, thank God. But then we're ruining your self-healing mat, so just know that. Now this is a silicone mat. Takes up the paints and all that different stuff like that, so that's the cool thing about it. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to use one of my paint pens. Let's see. Now, this is my paint pen. This is not the one that they sell. Just want to give you an idea. I'll show you that you can color. Look at that, to make that depop. Bam! Look at it. Yep, I like it. So don't forget that when you have these melts, you can make them pop with different paint pens. Use my silver one. Uh-oh. I think some ink splattered on me out from that one. I should have shook it up so my ink is really running out. Uh-oh, no wonder. The piece is coming out. I don't know what happened to my gun. Anyway, so it's a little splotchy. You can see it. That's because of the nib came out. It's because I'm just coming home and trying to get all the stuff done. Everything would have messed up because I'm on camera. But you get the point. That is not their fault. That is my pen fault. But you can see you can take paint markers and you can color these images. So with this shoe, you can color in this shoe with various different colors if you have different paint markers. I actually have some, I think Jane Davenport, but they're not in various colors, but they're not next to me. So I'm going to take this now. I'm going to pour it on this paper. And I'm only using 3 melts. You could use probably a little bit more, or I wouldn't go past 4, and I wouldn't go, I don't think 2 would be enough. I think you need at least 3. Alright, so let's do this shoe, and it's already, see, it's already moving. And again, with any kind of new craft, you have to play with it. But I do like this. I think this is going to be really nice in the back of an envelope. You're still even sending some Happy Mail to someone. And the card that you usually send in with the Happy Mail, filling it with, I'm loving to do that with my initial, Dawn or DaretoBeCreative, and putting that on the back of the envelope. I think that could be my little signature. They may not always be circular because, you know, I know I could be a little wonky. But I think that would be pretty cool. And from my understanding, you can use any adhesive on the back. I don't think this glue will work. I think you would need something else. But I would use like maybe a tape runner. I'm just playing to see. With a stick. With some just glue. Oh, well, it does. It hasn't dried, but it's sticking, so I'm assuming it's gonna, if it's sticking, I don't know how long it's gonna stay dry, but let's see. And where's my ATG gun? I just moved it. There's so much stuff right now. I don't even know where I moved it to. And it's looking right at me, because that's what I always do. I look right at something 5 times, and I say, I don't see it, I don't see it. You know, I fuss at my kids for that. Alright. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That's this up there. Nice. Look at that shoe. I know y'all see that in there. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes. Oh my goodness. I just need to practice with it. But I love that. I think it turned out really nice. I am excited that she contacted me and asked me to try it because I had that on my list. I purchased some from Tuesday morning a while back. I never used it. But this was perfect because it made me try it. Look at that. Yep. So you could have did this on something else and I guess it makes some red bottoms, but you don't have enough for the bottom. But anyway. Bam, look at that. And sticking to this little post-it note so you know to stick to your envelope. You see that? That's cute. And look at this one. I just used some glue and bam, and it stuck. So, you know you can use other tapes and stuff, so look at that. So again, just need to practice with it, meaning AKA me, to get it, you know, the right shape and use a flat surface. But I'm excited about it. And again, no residue is left on the head. It totally comes off. So that's important to you. You want to look for that to make sure that it's not going to be an issue there. The handle, this handle is perfect for it. It's nice weight, easy to screw on. Very nice. These melt very quickly. Only thing I would say is that I wouldn't want to stay with the spoon. I would get me the upgraded spoons that they have, but this came in the pack. I'm sure any tea light will work. You don't have to use theirs. You usually can get those, a whole bunch of those from the Dollar Tree. I'm sure some other inexpensive store like that, a pack of those. I think they used to sell like 100 of them for like $5, $6, something like that. So, you know, those will be easily to be refilled, and they come with 4. You know, and even though I've used them, this one is over here is dry now. There's still plenty left in there. So of course these are reusable. So I'm sure you get to make plenty of that out of it. They have different shape. These probably would get the wood one too. That might be a good one. This one is a little, it's not hot, but I'm sure, you know, you want to make sure you don't touch it if it is, you know, right after you touch the flame, blow out the flame, whatever. So I'm excited, y'all. These are nice. Check out the links below to what I got and to the other stuff. Like I said, there's stationery and washi and envelopes and stickers, like thank you stickers and things like that, as well as all of the things that you would need pertaining to waxing. All the different types. You got different shapes, like these are the stars. They got the candle-like ones, the round ones, I mean the little pellets, different colors, different combinations, different holders, different spoons, different wooden spoons. The wooden ones I would say would probably be a better one long term because you won't hold any heat in it. But this does work in a pinch, nothing wrong with it. But I like the feel of the era. So and this for me is it not, it's, I'll have to get upgrade to the prettier ones just to go along with it. But I love it. There's nothing wrong with this. I'm just saying I would like to upgrade that. So I will be getting something like that too. So anyway, love it. So thanks for liking, watching, and subscribe. I do recommend this. That's my honest opinion. I think it works just like it says it does. Yeah, and so again, I guarantee you'll be able to find you multiple ones that you'll like. So thanks for liking, watching, subscribe, and check out everything, the links and the website and the discount code in the box, description box below. Take care. God bless, and I dare you to be creative.